Welcome back, Husker Extra 2-minute drill. If you missed the four most interesting things we heard on today, Monday, after practice, check out a video on journalstar.com. For the 2-minute drill today, we're talking about Nick Henrich. Interesting comments all around. I thought it was interesting what Barrett Ruud said about him, that the key for Henrich this fall is pretty simply to stay healthy.
Well, it's interesting too. Why is that interesting? Because when he says that, I think, well, isn't that some just luck? I mean, you step on a guy's foot or whatever, you get hurt.
But Barrett played a long time in the NFL, and his thinking on that is Nick has to find a routine. That's what he said. Nick Henrich has to find a routine day in and day out that helps keep him healthy.
Yeah, to manage injuries.
Right, yeah.
And you're exactly right. Barrett did it for many years, starting at Nebraska, where he's the all-time leading tackler, and then going into the NFL, where he's a very productive NFL player for 9 years. So Barrett knows what he's talking about. Yeah. You can control some of it. So that's huge for Henrich because
Eric Chenander said at the end of the spring, and he reiterated today, he thought that the last 3 weeks of spring ball, he said Nick Henrich was, if not the best, one of the best players on the roster. Had the best spring maybe of anybody on the roster. And then he said in the first 4 days so far this fall has been the same thing.
That's incredible.
So Henrich, he played some outside linebacker last year. He switched back to inside after Colin Miller got hurt, played a lot down the stretch, had 21 tackles the last 2 weeks. He's a guy who's going to play a lot of football as long as he's on the field. And it's nothing against Nick, obviously. It's just he's got to stay healthy because whether it's inside, whether it's outside, it's probably inside, but he's a guy who's going to be central to this defense as long as he's available.
Really interesting. Thank you, Parker.
There you go, 2-minute drill. Thanks for watching. Check HuskerExtra.com for all the latest.